y'all, we back with another mommy vlog. Y'all, next time I'm gonna have my wine. I'm trying to tell y'all I'm gonna get into the mood and all of that, but y'all already know what it is. So before we get into it, make sure y'all like, comment, and subscribe. Make sure y'all hit the notification bell so you know every time I post, and make sure y'all follow up on Instagram at JasmineYouLove. Alright, so y'all, today, as y'all read that title, this is a breastfeeding vlog. This is everything that I can remember about breastfeeding. Yes, I am currently breastfeeding right now. My daughter is 8 months, so y'all, I made it to 8 months. I want to at least make it to a year. Hopefully I can get a little bit longer than that. But y'all, we're gonna get into the nitty gritty. I'm gonna give y'all some facts and tips that I know about it, and we're gonna get a little deep into it. I'm gonna give y'all some real shit about breastfeeding. So I got my little list here, so if I keep looking down, sorry. But for one, all right, so if you are trying to get your supply up, you have to pump as much as possible. That means you need to wake up in the morning and pump. I mean, like, you have to get your boobs on a certain schedule. So like 10 o'clock pump, 12 o'clock pump, 2 o'clock pump, 4 o'clock pump. Like, you have to literally pump all the time. Another thing is, if you have one child and they're feeding off the left boob, you should try to pump the right boob. So it kind of tricks your body into thinking that you need more milk, and it tricks your body into thinking that you have twins. So the more you pump, the more your body's going to tell you you need more milk. So it will produce more milk for you. Also, you have to drink water. I mean, like, guzzle that shit. Like, yeah. 1 bottle a day, 2 bottles a day is not enough. Like, you really have to drink lots of fluids, and water is the best thing that you can drink for real, because I want to say your milk is made up of 90% milk or 80% milk. Don't quote me on that, y'all can look it up. But yeah, so you definitely need to drink lots and lots and lots and lots and lots of water. I'm telling y'all, the more water you drink, the more milk it will come. Another drink that helps, I'm starting off with the nitty gritty tips, but another drink that helps you a lot is body armor. I'll put a picture right here, but body armor drinks, they actually do help. For me, they help. Pumping a lot, pumping very often, even getting the LV. If y'all go watch that unboxing, I got the LV, and that helps me pump because I can go anywhere. I can be in the car while I pump and everything like that. But pumping as much as possible, drinking a whole lot of water, that body armor helps as well. I'm telling y'all, it will help. Let me tell y'all, these things right here, this $15 box, it's good for a snack, but that shit don't work. I don't know, maybe it worked for y'all, but lactation cookies did not work for me. Another thing that I heard helps was the lactation tea. I have not tried it, but I heard the lactation tea does help. But these lactation cookies, that shit don't do nothing for me. Don't waste your money, I'm telling y'all. One thing that I learned that I did not know, I actually asked my doctor early on, was when do I stop taking prenatal pills? You have to take prenatal pills until you stop breastfeeding, because your baby needs those vitamins. These are the prenatal pills that I do take. You have to keep taking these until you finish breastfeeding. Once a day, yeah, period. Y'all have to keep taking these because they need their vitamins. Another thing that the baby needs, if you're breastfeeding, are these vitamin D drops. So you can get these from, I don't know if you can probably get them off of Amazon. I'm not sure if like Walmart and Target has them, but they're called, I don't know what that word is. Something aqueous vitamin D oral drops. So they have to take, the baby has to take this once a day. You do have to, it's a push down, turn, and then you squeeze it, and yeah, it's 1 milliliter a day for the baby. I tried to give her this by mouth. It didn't work, but you can put it in her food. So like baby food or whatever, you can put it in the baby food. When they are a newborn baby, it's hard, y'all. It's really hard, because if you taste it, it's nasty. I told y'all I taste all the male's food. That shit right there, that shit nasty. But they have to take it because it's good. It's vitamin D. Alright, so as far as these bags, y'all, I'm not gonna lie, these are the bags that I use. They're Nano BB. I use everything Nano BB for real. I use like all of their products, bottles, whatever. What is it? Bottles, bags, pacifiers, all of that. So these are the bags right here that I use. It says name right there, volume, date, and time. So for the name part, until you can figure out what your baby is allergic to, this is just a tip. Until you can figure out what your baby is allergic to, I actually write what I ate that day, and then of course how much is in there, the date, and then I was writing the time. I actually stopped because I haven't changed my foods now, but when I first had her and I was breastfeeding and I was pumping and stuff, I did write the time on here just so we would know and we could keep track of stuff. Now for the name, I wrote what I ate, because if your baby is allergic to something, you want to know what you ate, so that you know not to eat that again, so that, you know, and you can also, when you take the baby to the hospital or the doctor, whatever, because they broke out or because, you know, anything, their airway closed up or whatever you want to say, you know what they ate. Like they might be allergic to carrots, they might be allergic to tomato sauce, you just never know. But if you write on that bag, then you'll know what you ate that day, so that you can tell the doctor what they could be allergic to and they can run some tests. So as far as breast milk, your breast milk can stay out. So you know, like you know, if you take out the milk, take out a bag of milk or whatever, and then you want to go out, you don't want to breastfeed, you want to feed her through a bottle, it can only stay out for 4 hours. After that, it's supposedly not good anymore. You can keep it out at room temperature though for 4 hours. That's it. Also, it can stay in the refrigerator up to 4 days. After that, it's not supposed to be good anymore. And it can stay in the freezer at its best for 6 months, but it can stay up to 12 months in the freezer. In the refrigerator for 4 days, in the freezer for 6 months to 12 months, and then out just at room temperature for 4 hours. That's it. That's it. Also, so when you first have her, this is something that I learned like late on. I'm not sure all the right terminology and things like that, so don't quote me, but you can look it up. So when you first have your child, like those first couple of days after you have her or him, your breast milk is like an orangish type of color. I'm sorry. Your breast milk is like an orangish type of color. That is what you want to pump and keep. So if you pump and keep this, basically that's like a different type of milk from what you usually pump out. And when you have that milk, like when your child gets really, really sick or something like that, that's what you want to give her, because that milk has most of the vitamins in it that they need to fight off that cold. Yes, your breast milk is supposed to fight off a cold, but it might not fight it off as fast or, you know, at its best as that breast milk that you pumped when you first had your child. So those first couple days, I think it's like the first 3 to 4 days, I give it like maybe a week. It's like a darker yellow color, maybe almost orangish, and that's what you want to definitely freeze. I learned this in a YouTube video. Nobody told me this, because I don't think a lot of people know for real, but nobody told me this, and I want to let y'all know because this is something that I definitely wish I would have did. I know for my next child though, but this is something that I definitely wish I would have done. I do have a stockpile, but it doesn't have any of that type of milk in it. Y'all, let me tell y'all, this is a quick little story time, real quick. So, okay, y'all, you want to make sure you have a stockpile. That is one of the most depressing things when you don't have a stockpile. A stockpile is when you have a bunch of milk bags saved up so that your child can eat if you're not there. So when I went back to work, you know, honestly, I had got to a point where I didn't have a lot of milk in the refrigerator, and it was very, very, very depressing for me. And I felt like, you know, I'm just not producing enough milk, and I was doing so much research on YouTube and on the internet and talking to my friends and family and things like that to try to figure out what I could do to produce more milk, because it was like ridiculous. I'm like, bruh, I'm pumping as much as possible but I'm not getting the bags. I might feed her, and then like an hour after that I would try to pump, because I was pumping as much as possible, but I would only pump like 2 ounces. If you stay consistent, your milk will come. Baby, I promise you, your milk will come. Just, you have to be humble. This is a pride thing that you gotta put aside, because it's depressing. This is where that postpartum comes in. And this is where I was like the most depressed. When I looked in the refrigerator and my baby only had like 1 or 2 bags in there, I was depressed. Because it was like, I don't even want to go to work because my baby can't eat. She can't drink milk. Like, I don't have enough milk here. Just be consistent. And you got to, when you look at your child, just know you're doing it for them. Yes, you have to be consistent. You have to do it. You want to stockpile. I would say at least 15 bags. And that's not a lot. But I would say at least, it sounds like a lot, but it's not a lot. I would say at least 15 bags in your refrigerator or your freezer, because you never know what could happen. If you get into a car accident today and you can't pump for your baby, you need to make sure you have some milk at home to make sure that your baby is okay and can drink and eat. Let me tell you, your boobs will leak. Your boobs will leak, baby. Your boobs will leak. Oh my God, they will leak. They will leak. They will leak, and ain't nobody gonna care. I'm trying to tell you, like, your body don't care that them bitches is leaking. Baby, your boobs will leak. I don't know how much I can stress this to you. Your boobs will leak. Let me tell you, if you think about the baby, there's a possibility that your boobs can leak. My boobs leak because I knew when my baby was waking up. I don't have to be upstairs. I don't have to have a monitor. But my boobs will start rushing. It's like a rush. Like, it feels like they're draining. And it's milk coming down. That's what it is. It's milk coming down so that they're ready for your baby to eat. I knew, alright, Mel's about to wake up because my boobs are rushing. And probably a minute after that, she woke up. Like, I promise you, your boobs will leak. And if you don't have on a nursing bra or some nursing pads, y'all took this one out the pack so y'all can see it. It's a nursing pad. This side it's like absorbing fabric. And then this side is sticky pads. You can stick it to your bra, put it in there, and they should be good. If you don't have those and you go out to brunch or whatever with your girls, it's going to start coming through your shirt and you ain't even going to know it, and your girl's going to be like, oh my God, girl, your boobs is leaking. Bitch. It didn't happen to me, but my boobs have leaked in public. Nobody knew, but I went like this one time, this like, you know, just my hand brushed, and I was like, oh my God, my boobs is leaking. They leak. I'm telling you now, if you're breastfeeding, your boobs will leak. Make sure you have some type of enforcement on. A bulletproof vest, something. I'm trying to tell you. Nursing bras are my best friend. They ain't the sexiest. I mean, you can get your sexy on, but they ain't the sexiest. But they work. That little flap, let me tell you what's going on that. That little flap right there, you flip it and go down, and your boob right there so you can feed your baby. Baby, it's so easy. When the baby crying and she ready to eat, she ready to eat. I have breastfed her in the store, at Zara's football game, my godson's football game, everything. And the thing is, most people don't even know. You just reach up your shirt, click the little click, pull it down, put the baby there, and put your arm over top. It look like you holding her. I'm trying to tell you, if your baby don't do a whole lot of all this, you be alright. I promise you. I'm trying to tell you. My boyfriend has walked up to me like, baby, want me to hold her? I'm like, no, I'm feeding her. You feeding her? Damn. Yeah, I'm telling y'all could do it very discreetly. You don't have to be all out in public like some people be out there just don't care. I care a little bit. Sometimes I don't care, but I care a little bit. So if your boobs are engorged, your boobs will get engorged. Honestly, it does hurt, but I think I've gotten to the point now that it's not that bad, for real. But when you first start, it hurts. It does hurt. If you don't pump frequently or your baby doesn't eat, if you don't pump that out, they get like rock hard. And everybody, to me, everybody has made it so dramatic. Like, oh my God, if this engorges, it's going to hurt. Like, it's not that bad, y'all. You just need to pump. Just release it. It's milk that it's in there, and it needs to be released. That's what it is. If your baby hasn't eaten off this boob for like 3 hours, your boobs might get engorged. It's depending on how much your baby eats, depending on how much you pump, your boobs will get engorged. So they do leak. It will leak. I'm telling you now, it will leak. If it's engorged. And this one will be rock hard and this one won't. So you gotta release it. Now, you can get in the shower, a warm, hot shower, or hot shower for real, and just let the water run on your boobs. That will feel very relaxing. That will feel very good. Another thing, I got these. My best friend said that I should get them, and I actually never used them. But it's the TheraPro 3-in-1 breast therapy packs. So basically, you can use it if it's cold. I mean, like, you can use it for cold. Like, if your boobs hurt, they just hurt. Like, sometimes your nipple, when you first start breastfeeding, it's going to hurt a little bit. It's not unbearable, but it does hurt. You just can't be dramatic. Anything with breastfeeding, with pregnancy, delivery, labor, all of that, you just can't be dramatic. You just got to take it for what it is. It's a woman's body. It's natural. It's life. Like, that's just what it is. So you can put this on your nipples when it's, and use it like when it's make it cold so that it'll make your boobs feel better. You can relieve the engorgement or whatever it's called by making it really, really hot. And also, you can use it for like milk flow. So, like I said, it will make your boobs rush a little bit. Okay, so for my boobs, when I first started breastfeeding, y'all, I didn't use this thing to death. I'm trying to tell you. This right here was my best friend. Woo! This was my girl. Kept her in my diaper bag, kept her by my nightstand, all that. So this right here is the Medela Pure Land Lanolin Cream. Whatever. It's 100% natural. The baby can't eat it. So baby basically was edible for your baby. So some people use Vaseline. That's not supposed to be edible for your baby. I wouldn't use that. I would not recommend that. Your boobs, when you first start breastfeeding, it hurts. Because the baby doesn't really know how to suck on the nipple right and all that type of stuff. You actually might want to go to a lactation consultant if your baby is not latching right. You will know if your baby is latching right because it shouldn't hurt that bad. It shouldn't be unbearable. But your boobs will hurt. And if they're dry, they're going to crack and it's going to hurt worse. So make sure you keep them nipples moisturized, okay? This is it. So because I did a lot of research, it's a lot of different creams, but this one the baby can eat. So you can put it on there, on your nipple. Like when I got out the shower early in the morning and all that type of stuff before bedtime, I would always put it on my boob. Even right before she ate, I might put it on my boob just so it wouldn't hurt as bad. But you put this on there and you can latch them right on. Like they can eat that, so it's fine. Make sure you burp your baby. Okay? If they're crying, if they stop feeding, like latch off of them, off your boobs, and they start crying, it might be because they need to be burped. That gas does not feel good in their chest. Burp that baby. Burp the baby. Burp her. Burp him. Whatever. My nursing station, make sure you go watch that tour of my my baby's room. But I have a nursing station in the baby's, in the nursery. My nursing station to me is so calming. That's my area. Nobody else sits over there for real. Onyx might sit over there when he's trying to put her to sleep to rock in the chair. But other than that, that's my station. Like, I have everything I need over there. I have my bags. I have my pump. I have this right here. I have this. I have extra storage bags in case I run out of these bags. I have these worthless ass cookies over there. I have a bottle of water. Like, everything I need is over there. I have her books over there so I can read to her. Everything is just very, very, very calming for me. To me, I close the door when I nurse. I close the door when I pump. To me, it's kind of like a mind thing. Like, you kind of need to talk to yourself, and it may sound very stupid, but it actually works for me. Just tell yourself, like, I can produce milk. I know I can produce milk. Like, I can do it. Like, you know, my baby needs this milk in order to, you know, nourish her body and things like that. Just speak to yourself. You know, you kind of need that. And in a closed space, your space where you're comfortable and you can have that mind, you don't have anybody disturbing you or bothering you, it works. It definitely, definitely works. And I definitely recommend it. So, I'm sorry, y'all. Mel's on her monitor and she moving around and I'm trying to make sure she don't do nothing stupid. But I promise you, your own nursing station helps so much. It helps so much. I promise you. I promise you. And like I said, I close the doors when I nurse. And I can get a full bag, at least 5 ounces of it. Let me tell y'all. These are my last 2 points. For one, when you breastfeeding, when your baby get a little bit older, like right now, Mel's 8 months. Everybody will know you breastfeeding without you telling them. Your baby will pull on your shirt. She'll go up your shirt. Mel will pull on, like just tug on my shirt. Like tug on my shirt. Like when she's hungry, she will put her face. Onyx does it all the time because he thinks it's so funny. But she will grab my shirt and just. Like she's fiending. Breastfeeding babies, they fiend for that milk. They fiend. Oh my God, like they fiend for that milk. And they can smell that milk. Even when you're not around, they can smell the milk if you're breastfeeding. So like a lot of times if I leave out the room, if I leave the house, probably like 10 minutes after that, 5 to 10 minutes after that, most of the time she wakes up. I really think it's because she can smell the milk. But y'all, your baby will violate the hell out of you in public, in front of whoever. They don't care. They will pull your shirt down. And I've heard stories about how babies will go up your shirt and all of that. Like, pull your shirt up. That's when I'm going to have to stop the breastfeeding. I have not had to cut off the breastfeeding yet, but that is the next step that I'm so scared for. I'm scared for me. I'm scared for Mel. Because it's going to be hard. Because she is used to that boob. She does take bottles. But she is used to that boob. That's another point. Y'all, I'm sorry, real quick. When you're breastfeeding, make sure you give the baby a bottle as well. Because you don't want them to just get used to feeding off of your boob. You want them to get used to feeding out of a bottle as well. So make sure you actually introduce the bottle to them so that they will take a bottle. I promise you. My last point. This is for the real, okay? This is the real of the real. Breastfeeding is a sacrifice. It is a lovely thing. That is one bond that you can share with your child that nobody else can take from you. Nobody else can do with your child. None of that. You and your child have that bond. And that is what's special. But baby, they do come with consequences. And those consequences are, your boobs will sag a little bit. And your boobs will be lopsided. So like, if you feed the baby on the left side more, this boob will probably be bigger than this boob. So, one thing that I did not learn is you want to try to feed them like, equally. So feed her on this side as much as you feed her on this side. So that your boobs kind of stay the same and they'll produce the same amount of milk. Because one boob will be bigger than the other one. Okay? Okay. That's all I have for my mommies today. Make sure y'all hit that bell so y'all know when I post. And make sure y'all comment below. If y'all have any questions or whatever, hit me on Instagram on JasmineYouLove. And I'll be happy to answer them. I hope this vlog helped you all with breastfeeding because there was a lot of tips in here that I did not know when I first started breastfeeding. But my baby is nice and healthy. She is 15 pounds last time she went to the doctors. She is growing beautifully and she is nice and healthy. She has no problems or anything at all. And I think breastfeeding to me is it's a deserving journey. It's very rewarding. Like, it's rewarding. Like, you did that. You know what I'm saying? Just, you did that. Like, my baby does not, she don't take Similac, none of that. She only takes my breast milk. And that's what you can say. Like, yes, she eats food. Yes, a village help, but you fed her with breast milk. You kept that up and you pumped every day, all day, and fed your baby and took those sacrifices of lopsided boobs and engorgement and all of that just to make sure your baby was healthy. Because breastfeeding is definitely a healthier way to go. Yes, you got to do a little bit extra with like the vitamin D drops and the prenatal pills and stuff like that, but it's worth it. I promise you it's worth it. My baby is so fucking smart. Oh my God. Her little ass, she's so fucking smart. Y'all, she's so smart. It's ridiculous. Yes, she's a pandemic baby, but she's smart as shit. And I owe that to my breast milk. But in that case, bye y'all. See you on the next vlog. Bye. Alright, so yes, y'all, I do have the baby with me. But I wanted to add this into the vlog real quick. Alright, so one thing was, I've heard that if you're breastfeeding, you cannot come on your period. That is not true. Okay? I'm here to tell y'all it is not true, because I've been breastfeeding since she came out. Literally since the moment she came out. And it's been 8 months, and I've definitely come on my period every month. So don't mess around and get pregnant again because somebody told you that. I'm telling y'all now, that is not true. Alright, so breastfeeding is supposed to snatch you back, snatch your body back. It snatched the hell out of my body. I mean, like, took more than what it was before I was pregnant with her. So it would definitely snatch your body back. It literally took everything. Like, it took my stomach, took my butt, my hips, my leg, my thighs. It took everything. So yes, breastfeeding snatched me back. Can't speak for everybody, but it definitely snatched me back. Snatched everything, every freaking thing. My last point that I forgot to tell y'all was, when them teeth start coming through, y'all see them two little teeth? They're gonna bite your nipple, and it hurts. Oh, it hurts. You have to tell them no. You have to tell them no. Pop the leg. Don't hit them too hard, but you gotta pop their leg or something, because they have to know that that's not okay. It does hurt. It does. And I've heard, baby, she doesn't do it, but like, I've heard, like, my mom, when she was breastfeeding me, my dad would come in the room and I would be latched on but turn my head. That type of stuff hurts. She doesn't do that. She actually lets go, but she does bite. She will try to bite my boob. So I'm telling y'all now. And y'all, she been trying to get at my boobs for a minute now. This is what I be talking about. You will have scratches on your chest and everything from them, because they want their milk. Like, she wants her milk. But yeah, I think that's all I had that I wanted to add in here. Alright, bye y'all. Say bye. You say bye bye. Say bye. You say bye, mama. Girl, bye y'all.